Hello, and welcome to another edition of Kingdom Tidbits. I'd like to welcome you here today. Today, I'd like to discuss with you a little bit about the trees that were found in the garden. At the beginning of the Bible, it tells the story of Adam and Eve when they were in the garden with God, in the presence of God, and everything was amazing. And there was a tree that it discussed there called the tree of knowledge of good and evil. It was interesting. They could partake of all the trees in the garden except for that one tree. That tree was in the center of the garden. When they partook of that tree, it separated them from God and it made them become self-conscious and aware of their nakedness. And they experienced shame for the first time and a wanting to hide from the presence of God and hide from relationship with God in shame. So that's a very interesting point about the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil produces self-consciousness. And I believe that we still have the same opportunity to hand people that fruit today. See, the opposite is the tree of life. And so Jesus is our life. Jesus is our tree of life. When we interact with others, we can choose to give them more self-consciousness or more Jesus consciousness. In other words, when we interact with others, are we causing them to become more weighed down and more focused on their shortcomings and causing them to want to hide from God? Or do we cause them to want to run to Jesus and the cross? That is the question. So let's analyze our fruit. Let's take a look at our interactions with others. And let's really seek that if Jesus is lifted up, he will draw all men unto him. So go forth, be empowered with the gospel, and produce Jesus consciousness and become so focused on him that you're just absorbed with his goodness and it just shines everywhere you go, and that others can be caught up in that glory cloud with you. God bless. Thank you for turning into Kingdom Tidbits today. I look forward to seeing you more in the future.